Baik.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Angela Sania, and I will start my research presentation about V2R variation in alpha emission line spectra of the emission star EW Lacerta based on its spectral physical parameters. And this is the content list. The first one is introduction, research method, result and analysis, and the last one is conclusion. The introduction, let's start with the definition of the emission star. The emission star is a P non-supergiant type of star that spectrum currently have or ever had an emission line in Balmer series. PE star rotation velocity is really high. In some star, it's almost the same as the star critical velocity. On the picture beside is an illustration about the emission line shape. If we look the star from the A direction, the emission line star shape will be a single peak. If we look from the B direction, it will be double peak. And if we look from the C direction, it will be a shell type with an absorption. And next, I will discuss about some emission line physical parameters that will be analyzed in this research. The first one is V2R or violet to red ratio. It is the comparison between violet peak intensity and the red peak intensity. And then the radial velocity can be calculated in violet peak, red peak, and absorption center. The third one is equivalent width emission. It is the equivalent width of emission part that lies beyond emission line. Then there is also peak separation. It is the velocity difference between A and B point. This peak separation can be used to calculate star envelope radius. Absorption depth is absorption center depth calculated from photosphere absorption. And then the last one is full width at half maximum. This spectral lines width measured when the intensity is only half of maximum intensity. And this is the star, EW LAC. This is some of the characteristics. Take note that the star has a fast rotation velocity, 265 km/s, and also the inclination is 68 degrees, make the emission lines of the star have the double peak shape. And this is the variation of how the hydrogen alpha emission lines in EW Lacerta look like in several years. The violet and red peak change direction multiple times, and also the absorption getting stronger, starting from 2019. EW LAC is one of the P emission stars that is known to have variability since 1987. The variability has been observed from 1975 and have the period of 7 years. Next, the purpose of this research, using spectrum data from 2001 until 2020, the purpose of this research are: the first one, determine long-term V2R variation period of alpha emission line in EW Lacerta star. The second one is analyze the relation between V2R variation and other physical parameter in EW Lacerta star at alpha spectrum. The third one, analyze the cause of V2R variation in EW LAC star spectrum. The research method. The spectrum data is taken from P emission star spectra database. The downloaded data is in the form of flexible image transport system from different instrument observers. The total data used is 79. For the data processing, we use fitting and deblending from the IRAF program. The fitting process is performed on each emission peak and absorption center. The outcome is like we can see below. The first one is emission peak and absorption center wavelength, the continuum lines value, emission peak and absorption value, and then the emission and absorption equivalent width and intensity compared to continuum, and then the full width at half maximum from Gaussian fitting. And this is the process of determining emission and absorption point, and then the deep blending result. This is some example of the deep blending result in emission spectrum of EW Lacerta star in 2001, 2006, 2011, and 2018. The result and analysis. This is the V2R ratio from 2001 until 2020. The V2R ratio show a peak in 2008 and 2016. From this information, the long-term V2R variation time scale period from 2001 and 2020 is 8 years and 4 months. This is the peak velocity. The peak velocity showing a little correlation with V2R ratio. Next, the radial velocity. The radial velocity showing no correlation with V2R ratio, but it show oscillation, but with a shorter period than the V2R ratio. And the equivalent width also showing little correlation with V2R, and it is also showing a decreasing trend from 2013 until now. The full width at half maximum also showing a little correlation with V2R. And the red and violet peak usually have the same value, but around the V2R peak in 2008, it has an opposite value. On the absorption depth, showing no correlation with V2R ratio. And the last one, the peak separation showing only a little correlation with V2R ratio. And it has the same trend with full width at half maximum. From the average values of peak separation, the star envelope radius is 4.52, the star radius. About the cause of V2R variation, according to Okazaki, the long-term V2R variation is caused by the global phenomenon one-arm oscillation in a cold equatorial plane. Then in 2013, according to Mont et al., in EW Lacerta star, the V2R variation occurs because one-arm oscillation, but with a retrograde movement in an opposite direction with star envelope's rotation. This is because the number of electrons varies in different optical depth, showing that there is a density enhancement in star's envelope. The density enhancement assumes that there is one-arm oscillation. And the last one is the conclusion. Based on this research, it can be concluded that the first one, the long-term V2R variation timescale period from 2001 until 2020 is 8 years and 4 months. Every physical parameter discussed has a weak correlation with V2R value. Then the EW Lacerta star long-term V2R variation is caused by a global phenomenon, one-arm oscillation in a cold equatorial plane. The one-arm oscillation in EW Lacerta star can be shown from some parameters. For example, in 2008, equivalent width value is high. This gives rise to the difference in envelope density and create one-arm oscillation. This is the reference use. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much for your presentation. Silakan Bagi Bapak Ibu yang ingin bertanya, mungkin cukup satu pertanyaan saja. Apakah ada? Oke, sambil menunggu, kalau tidak ada mungkin dari saya pakai bahasa Indonesia saja ya.
Ya.
Kira-kira apa alasan pemilihan dari objek PW-Luck? Saya yakin mungkin bintang emisi itu kan mungkin banyak ya, tidak hanya itu. Apa menariknya gitu objek ini?
Sebelumnya saya sudah melakukan beberapa research dari beberapa bintang B emisi. Kemudian saya lihat yang perubahan rasio V2R-nya itu cukup cepat gitu periodenya, sehingga bisa dianalisis dengan lebih baik. Kalau periodenya terlalu panjang, mungkin mengumpulkan datanya nanti terlalu susah. Bintang ini periodenya tidak terlalu panjang, kemudian cukup terlihat juga perubahan V2R-nya. Itu alasannya.
Oke, baik, terima kasih.
Ya.
Ada lagi pertanyaan? Ya, kalau tidak ada, kita beri applause untuk dari Angela. Sekali lagi terima kasih atas presentasinya, dan menurut jadwal